Look, have you ever stopped to think about why some women, even without having much money, manage to give that impression that they're from high society? You know that moment when you look at a woman on the street and think, wow, she has class. Even though she's not wearing anything designer, I discovered that the secret isn't in the price of the pieces, but in the prints they choose. And today, I'm going to share with you 8 luxury prints that elegant women over 50 are secretly using to look like high society. And look, print number 6 is something you probably have in your wardrobe, but you're using it completely wrong. For years, I studied the style of women who caught my attention for their natural elegance, and I noticed they all had something in common. They knew how to choose prints that spoke sophistication. So stay with me until the end because I'm going to show you exactly how to use each of these prints to elevate your look without spending a fortune. Shall we begin? Print number 1, scarf print. The first print that screams luxury is the famous scarf print. You know that one? Inspired by brands like Hermes, this print brings an instant aristocratic air, especially when used on noble fabrics like silk or satin. The problem is many people use this print carelessly and end up looking like they're in costume. You've seen this, right? Someone takes a blouse with scarf print in cheap synthetic fabric and wears it with faded jeans. Then it looks like it came from a thrift store. The magic of this print is in the details. First, the fabric needs to have fluid drape. It doesn't need to be pure silk, but it needs that texture that glides smoothly over the body. Second, prefer more neutral tones like navy blue with gold details or burgundy with cream touches. And here's a precious tip. Use this print on only one piece at a time. If it's a blouse, combine it with solid pants in neutral tone. If it's a dress, let it be the protagonist of the look. This creates that air of someone who knows how to dress without looking overdone. One thing I always observe is how French women use this print. They have incredible naturalness. They wear it with jeans, but quality jeans, well cut. They wear it with skirts, but skirts with impeccable fit. The secret is always in the quality of the supporting pieces. And if you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I always bring content like this to help you elevate your style intelligently. Print number 2, Houndstooth. Now let's talk about the print that's pure elegance, Houndstooth. This print is classic and refined, literally looks like rich family heritage, especially when it appears on blazers, skirts, and vests. You know why this print works so well? Because it has perfect geometry that creates movement without being too flashy. It's sophisticated, but not obvious. It's like you know a style secret that other people don't. The big mistake I see is wearing Houndstooth on pieces that are too tight or on fabrics that don't have structure. This print needs fabric with body. You know, like tweed, cool wool, something that maintains the piece's shape. The golden tip here is invest in a classic piece with this print. It can be a blazer, a pencil skirt, or even straight pants. And always combine with solid colors, black, white, gray, camel. This creates that look of a woman who understands fashion without needing to shout. And there's another interesting thing about this print. It works both in corporate environments and social occasions. It's versatile without losing personality. I've seen women wearing a Houndstooth blazer in a work meeting and then just changing the bottom part, transforming the look for an elegant dinner. If you're enjoying these style tips, leave your like on the video. Your interaction helps this content reach more incredible women like you. Print number 3, fine vertical stripes, pinstripes. And you know what print every woman should have in her wardrobe? Fine vertical stripes known as pinstripes. Much used in tailoring, this print elongates the silhouette and transmits silent power. It's perfect for pants, blazers, and shirts. What impresses me most about this print is how it manages to be both professional and feminine at the same time. It's the type of print that works in a work meeting and also at an elegant dinner. It's versatile without being too basic, but attention, there are pinstripes and there are regular stripes. The difference is in the fineness of the lines and spacing between them. Pinstripes have very thin lines, almost imperceptible, normally in gray tones on dark background or vice versa. Let me tell you a personal experience. I had striped pants that I thought were elegant, but I always felt uncomfortable wearing them until I understood that the stripes were too thick and the fabric didn't have quality. When I invested in pants with real pinstripes, the difference was absurd. The look immediately became more sophisticated. What's interesting is this print has an incredible psychological effect. When you wear pinstripes, people automatically see you as someone who has authority, who knows what they're doing. It's like the print transmits competence and confidence. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had an experience like this with a piece that seemed elegant but didn't work? Print number 4, small regular polka dots. Now let's talk about a print that divides opinions, small regular polka dots. When well applied, they transmit retro chic charm with that French and feminine vibe we love. The problem with polka dots is they can easily slip to the childish side if we don't know how to use them. Dots too big look caricatured, and dots in very vibrant colors look tacky, and poorly distributed dots look confusing. The secret of elegant polka dots is in proportion and color. Prefer small, uniform dots and in soft contrasts. For example, white dots on navy blue background or cream dots on black background. This creates sophistication without losing femininity. And here's a tip that changed my relationship with polka dots. Use them on classic cut pieces. A polka dot blouse with straight pants, a midi polka dot dress with a solid blazer over it. The print becomes delicate and chic, never overdone. One thing I learned observing French women is they wear polka dots like it's the most natural thing in the world. They don't treat it as a cute or too romantic print. They wear it with the same naturalness they'd wear a solid piece, and this makes all the difference in the final result. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I always bring content like this to help you have a more elegant and sophisticated wardrobe. Print number 5, Prince of Wales check. And there's a print that's pure British elegance, Prince of Wales check. Associated with tradition, sophistication, and elegance of English royalty, it's ideal mainly for fall-winter pieces. This print has a beautiful history, you know? It was popularized by the Duke of Windsor, and since then became synonymous with good taste and class. It's a discreet check in earthy tones that works perfectly on blazers, coats, and skirts. What I love most about this print is that it has personality without being loud. It's like you're wearing a little piece of fashion history, you understand? And unlike regular plaid, Prince of Wales has natural sophistication that elevates any look. The tip here is to invest in a structured piece with this print. A blazer is always a good choice because you can use it with several different combinations. And prefer tones like brown, camel gray, and military green. These are colors that work perfectly with this print. What's interesting is this print works very well for creating transitional looks between seasons. In fall, you can wear a Prince of Wales blazer with a knit blouse and tailored pants. In winter, it pairs perfectly with wool coats and high boots. Tell me in the comments if you've used this print and what the experience was like. I love knowing how you apply these tips daily. Print number 6, delicate floral on dark background. And now we've reached the print I promised at the beginning. Number 6 that you probably have in your wardrobe but are using wrong. Delicate floral on dark background. Instead of the large and childish florals we see around, elegant women opt for discreet and well-distributed versions that reference haute couture. The difference is striking. The most common mistake I see is using large and colorful floral thinking it will look feminine. Actually, it looks childish and even vulgar depending on the combination. Elegant floral is subtle, has small flowers, well distributed, and normally on dark background like black, navy blue, or burgundy. Let me give you a practical example. You have that floral dress you bought thinking it would be beautiful, but whenever you wear it, you feel uncomfortable. It's probably because the floral is too flashy or the colors are too vibrant. Elegant floral has a more sober palette, flowers in antique rose, cream, soft gold tones, always on dark background. This creates depth and sophistication instead of looking like wallpaper. A technique I learned is to look at floral print from far away. If it looks almost solid, but when you get close, you notice the delicate design, it's a sign it's an elegant print. If from far away it already draws attention, it will probably be overdone in the look. Print number 7. Elegant animal print. Let's talk about a print that gives many people chills. Elegant animal print like python or leopard in neutral tones. Used with moderation and in classic cuts, animal print gains a refined and sensual air in just the right measure. The problem with animal print is it was very vulgarized, right? Everyone associates it with excess, with lack of class. But the truth is, when well used, it adds incredible sophistication to the look. The secret is in tones and application. Forget that bright orange leopard or neon green snake. Elegant animal print comes in neutral tones, gray, beige, brown, black, and white, and always on one piece at a time. Never combine two animal prints in the same look. A tip that always works: use animal print in accessories first. A bag, a shoe, a scarf. This adds interest to the look without risking overdoing it. And there's something interesting. Neutral animal print works as if it were a neutral color in your wardrobe. A python blouse in beige tones can be used with the same ease as a solid beige blouse, but with much more personality. Another valuable tip is to pay attention to print quality. A well-made animal print has color gradations, shadows, depth. The cheaper versions are flat, lifeless, and that's what makes them look vulgar. Print number 8, Baroque or Rococo print. And to close with a flourish, let's talk about the print that's pure European luxury, Baroque or Rococo, with gold arabesques or in rich tones like burgundy, navy blue, and dark green. It references the sophisticated opulence of European palaces. This print is impressive because it carries history and tradition. When you wear a piece with quality Baroque print, your look automatically gains almost aristocratic elegance. The golden tip here is to use this print on special pieces, a blouse for more formal occasions, a dress for important events, or even a scarf as sophisticated accessory. What's interesting about Baroque print is it works very well on pieces with simpler cuts. A straight midi dress with Baroque print is infinitely more elegant than a dress with many cuts and details. The print is already the ornament, so the cut can be clean. And there's more. This print pairs perfectly with gold, so if you have gold jewelry, this is a sure combination. But be careful not to overdo it. A Baroque piece with delicate gold earrings already creates an impeccable look. And remember that story I started telling you about how I discovered these secrets of elegant prints? It was by observing incredible women I met throughout life, women who had natural elegance and always caught my attention for how they dressed. One of them was a client at a boutique where I worked a few years ago. She was about 55, had beautiful gray hair, and whenever she entered the store, all the salespeople would stop to observe how she dressed. She wasn't rich, but had a small and very well-chosen wardrobe. She was the one who taught me that elegance has no age and doesn't depend on bank account size, but on intelligent choices. She showed me how a well-chosen scarf print blouse could transform a basic look into something sophisticated, how a houndstooth blazer could be used 10 different ways, how delicate floral could be much more interesting than any loud print. If you apply these tips, I guarantee your wardrobe will gain incredible sophistication. And remember, you don't need to have all these prints at once. Start with 1 or 2 that caught your attention most and build your style gradually with intelligence and purpose. And look, if you made it this far, congratulations, because only a woman who truly values and loves herself makes it to the end. But it doesn't stop here, okay? Because right here beside this, there's a video that's simply essential for you who want to continue this transformation in your style, your image, and especially your self-esteem. And I also left an incredible playlist full of videos that will guide you on this path for you to learn once and for all how to dress like an elegant, sophisticated, confident woman, and yes, with that chic woman air every day, anywhere. Click now. I'll be waiting for you there, and I promise you'll leave there feeling like a simply incredible woman. See you in the next video.